Oh hey there, Stenblood here. Now a big secret could refer to anything, but it usually refers to something very big that would give you a massive plot twist, or something like that. Oh yeah, I gotta explain what these games are now, since I now have audience of Yandere dev guys. In Yai Gameworks, there is a Yai Gameworks universe, kind of like the Marvel Extended Universe. This universe has plot around it, and every single game made by Yai Gameworks takes part in that universe. They're all horror games, by the way. But in Red Haze, one of the games that Yai Gameworks has created and released, a big secret is mentioned multiple times. Oh yeah, you probably won't know what Red Haze is. Obviously it's a horror game, but an exceptionally good horror game. Obviously part of the Yai Gameworks universe. This whole thing may as well be an ARG. How do I describe Red Haze? So Red Haze is like Red Riding Hood, but with drug. And lately, the dev of this game did a Red Haze dev commentary. Super useful because it revealed tons of things I didn't know. I'm sure many other Yai Gameworks fans didn't know. It was like 8 hours long. Now Rocket here is the Red Riding Hood character. Obviously they're a drug addict because this is Yai Gameworks here, and nothing is happy in Yai Gameworks. The whole game is about Rocket's quest to get drugs from Aunt G. Aunt G is like the granny, and of course the whole thing takes part in apartments. Massive spoiler warnings for Red Haze and a few other Yai Gameworks games. So do not watch this video unless you are a Yai Gameworks fan that's played a lot of Yai Gameworks games. But I will explain anyway, just as a recap. The game truly begins once you're out of the first room, or the room Rocket has been squatting in, and immediately some creepy stuff will happen. Your goal in the game is kind of unknown. It's simple at first. You gotta find an ending. Now there are 27 endings in this game, all really unique and crazy, really brutal too, ranging from meeting characters from other Yai Gameworks games unexpectedly, getting unbirthed by a pale smile, a demon in this game, that is real by the way, to going to the center of the earth to find the earth's core, which is a beating heart, and then Rocket killing themselves by walking into the ocean. So there are some very crazy endings in this game. But that's really the game. You go through the game, you meet a few demons that try to kill you, or actually no one helps you in this game. You just get killed by everyone. And the game is over, it resets. One could say that the reset is another demon in this game, and that's what I want to talk about. A big secret could refer to anything, but the way it's talked about, this big secret will change everything we know about Red Haze. During the Red Haze dev commentary stream, Ryan confirmed something that I've been wondering about for a while. After getting 10 endings, the first door, the door to a puzzle will get broken down and you can go through like whenever you want to. You can skip the first half of the game. But if you do the puzzle normally, Rocket will say something like, "Let's do the usual, I guess," implying they have knowledge over past runs. This can only happen once you've got over 10 endings. This is also confirmed by Story, another character from Red Haze. However, a lot of mystery surrounds them. They know Rocket, but they also like that Window XP meme where the guy vanishes, because they do that a lot. They like to just not exist. You know, just disappear before something important happens. Like Sans. Actually not like Sans. However, in one of the endings, I think it's ending you, the game goes crazy and you discover that Story disappearing at random times in the game is actually just time stopping and everyone else being still, while Story is able to basically use the world, or not really. I don't know what this is, this game theory. So that gives us more information. And now I know this game is about breaking the loop of Red Haze, rather than actually getting drugs from Aunt G. While the developer of Red Haze was playing through ending S, he confirmed this. He said that the reason that ending was super foreshadowing at the end after the credits, and there was also Story crying in the end, was because the whole game got reset and they didn't actually escape the lighthouse. I think that's a possible candidate for what the big secret is, but there are many other things that could be a candidate for the big secret, like the host. That's the most mysterious character in all of Yai Gameworks. They don't just appear in Red Haze, they invade other games and have fourth wall breaking knowledge. Plus the developer uses their image. I don't know, Ryan probably sees himself as the host. He's like the master of voice acting that character in particular. I think it's best for us not to think about the host. Okay, the big secret may be what the host actually is, but the big secret's description is the most mysterious secret, or the biggest secret. Or we could take this a different way, because why? I don't think the host's secret is ever going to be revealed. During this stream, the developer also said something about Rocket not being Rocket's true name, but that isn't really much of a big secret, is it? I don't care what that red hooded character's name is. And from the debug room, we also know that the big secret involves the phone ringing. Yeah, there's an answering machine in the east wing of the lighthouse. Using the machine, you can learn about some plot, I guess. But that's not what we care about here. If you do things in a specific way, well, I don't remember the specific way myself, but if you go listen to the phone, then go to Edmund's cabin, the demon janitor, and if you interact with a specific item there, that's what I think you had to do, and you return to the answering machine in the east wing of the lighthouse, it will ring, and you get the most mysterious message ever. I think I understand what that mysterious message meant now. They talk about previous runs. That's truly what I think the big secret is. If the debug room says that the big secret, the first step to finding out what the big secret is by going and ringing a phone, and when you ring this phone, it tells you stuff about the loop in Red Haze, then obviously this loop, or something about this loop, is the big secret. Which begs the question, what's causing this loop? We know that this loop is a thing now, through tons of evidence, but what's causing it? Is it the host that bends reality to his will? Is it another demon here? Is it this big bad wolf that we haven't met yet in Red Haze? Because this is the Red Riding Hood retold in a twisted way, right? But we haven't met the big bad wolf, have we? The dev confirmed that the wolf is not Edmund, and Edmund is the hunter, and the wolf we haven't met yet, but we will in a future update. What does this mean? Is this wolf we haven't met yet the reason that the loop is continuing? Is the reason for the loop continuing behind the A to Z door? If you don't know, the A to Z door is a room on the west wing. If you can get to this area without getting killed, it will tell you how many endings you've gotten. Furthermore, proving that this game is looping in the game's plot. Oddly enough, I find the strangest thing about this room is that the note changes. At first, it says return here in the end, like in Old English. Then it swaps next time you read it. Kind of hurts my brain. Oh yeah, then there's a blue door. Most of you might not know this. If you've been a Yai Gameworks fan for long enough, then you know that the blue door in Yai Gameworks is symbolic. The blue door is always like the end. So whatever's behind this A to Z door really does like end the game. Or maybe it just begins. Maybe going through this door makes the game just begin. After all, Ryan shared with us that he didn't want this game to be that big. Very cursed message. Ryan, don't make this game too big. Ryan, don't extend this game too much. It's a very cursed message, because as you can see, it's one of Yai Gameworks' biggest games. In Red Haze, the host is a very important character. He basically he fixes Rocket's problems. He shows up in the Halloween event. He's even nice, but why is the host in Red Haze? That's the one thing we've overlooked here. Why are they there? What's their purpose for being there? One of their dialogues is where Rocket asks why they are there, and you shouldn't be here. The host responds with, I'm exactly where I need to be. What are they doing in the lighthouse? Are they affected by the looping? There's no way the host is affected by this looping. The only way I see them not being affected by the looping is if they were the one who created the looping with their reality bending power. You know how like the main characters of all Yai Gameworks games are part of the same family or have some connection with each other? Rocket is Marshmallow Monk's sister. Rocket is also friends with Kiki, which is another pro tag. They're also family with the purple head character. Doesn't have a name. I have a feeling that when we know their name, we will know Rocket's true name too. But that's not the thing here. The thing here is that the host is heavily bound around this specific family. It is kind of strange. Only characters from this group have seen the host. Characters outside that group get killed, like that yellow guy. This also begs another question. Is Gwen part of this family? Probably not. The host controlling that reality is only a theory. However, they do know their name for some reason. Just a replica of the host, or they're traveling to other realities. What if the host was a dead soul from that family? What happens to you that makes you green and have reality bending power? I just don't know. But in Twisted Puzzle, there's an ending where the host does like act like he's family with Marshmallow Monk. It's strange. There's multiple hosts or something. And that was Stenblood God. Tell that to your friend who wants to get into Yai Gameworks. Yeah. Yai Gameworks is about a family that are victim to a looping reality which they cannot escape. And in these realities are hunted down by tons of demons and stuff from the abyss, which just want you to be happy. And a game show on the deep web that showcases all these events.